Good evening, friends. Another armchair chat from Word of Gord Town, or should that be Word of Gordville, or perhaps just Word of Gord home. Hope you are enjoying the lights in the background. That little blue line mid-screen right is actually a line of Christmas lights on the house across the street. I thought for a moment it might be a UFO and got a little excited, but no, it's not. That is Mozart in the background. And if I keep talking long enough, there'll be some Beethoven. So, 2012 and attachment. I've been pondering this for a few days, partly because of the new 2012 movie and partly because of the many videos and books with their anxieties and worries and desires and prognostications about 2012 and what may or may not happen in that year, and even December the 21st of that year. Now, I've already spoken a little on this, or I should say Maitreya has spoken, and I have passed his thoughts along, both in my second book, More Adventures in Eternity, and on one of the earlier Maitreya videos. I tend to agree with his feeling that there won't be any particular celestial fireworks on that day or around that time, or any great disasters or apocalyptic happenings. It will merely be a continuation of the energy increase that we associate with the ascension process. Things will continue much as they have been moving along. For those of you tuned into this sort of new age stuff, gossip, chat, you will know of the orbs caught on cameras and caught on many people's naked eyes, I might add. And you will know that the orbs are increasing. They're appearing more often to more people, to more cameras and more videos all the time. And they are changing shape and character and becoming part of our lives slowly. And this will increase, I believe. They will become more and more common in all realms of day-to-day life. I think they will be polite enough to disappear if people are irritated, but they will certainly be around if they sense that people are interested or loving or feeling joyful or looking for some otherworldly company. And the connection to the astral plane, the world of the dead, will increase in intensity and detail. More folks will see more of their deceased loved ones. Telepathic communication with those loved ones will become more and more common, or shall we say less and less doubted by those experiencing it. And the ghost shows on television and in the movies and in books will become more detailed. We will actually see how ghosts move into the afterlife instead of hanging about here with issues and desires and fears and angers and unresolved stuff. We will see that the two worlds are becoming one, either slowly or quickly, depending on how you're catching the movement of it. Now, the other takes on 2012, the more dramatic ones, whether they're positively dramatic or negatively dramatic, may I suggest to you that those who portray such high drama are working out their attachments to such high drama. I would say to you and to them, why do they have these attachments? What unfulfilled need are they feeding? The negative ones seem to me to be very like the fantasies of the various millennial groups throughout history who have declared the end of the world is nigh and gone somewhere to prepare for such an eventuality, only to have it not happen. And this has gone on all throughout written history, right up into the present time. And I feel that many of these 2012 disaster scenarios are just more of the same. Now, I won't go into detail of psychological analysis as to why people feel this recurring need for apocalyptic disaster scenarios. There are many books delving into this, and I needn't go into it. You can check that out for yourself. But the fact is, it's always happened throughout history, throughout written history, and it's continuing. The more, shall we say, positive scenarios of great change in 2012 in that year are certainly more appealing, but I think a lot of them are, again, outgrowths of people's subconscious needs and should be examined carefully in that light. Now, some of you may say the small changes I outlined earlier are outgrowths of my subconscious needs. Perhaps that is the change that I am ready to cope with. And something more dramatic I'm just not ready for. I'm too old and stuck in my ways. And perhaps you're right. I don't think that's the case, but I could be wrong and you could be right. Our life on this planet will change over the next 20 years, I suspect, not in the next 2. The suppressed technologies will slowly come online as the powers that be figure out how to cope with the economic loss entailed in these new technologies, these non-fossil fuel dependent technologies. The technical ability to contact the afterlife, whether it be through little two-way radio-like implements or some sort of cell phone scenario, I'm sure that will come online too. There will be resistance. There will be those that think it demonic in origin, but it will slowly come online. But it will be more gradual and less dramatic than many of these 2012 scenarios. That is what I feel, and that is what I would like you to consider. So, thank you for your time.